today's vlog. That was a little bit over the top peppy, but I actually have a point to today's vlog because I thought I get questions about basically my life all the time. More specifically, the working from home portion of my life. And so today's vlog, I thought it would be kind of a fun, different idea if I showed you guys kind of a day in my life working from home. The day has already begun, and I didn't actually come up with this idea until about 10 minutes ago, and it's like just past 11 o'clock right now, so I'm kind of starting this a little bit late, but hopefully it will be helpful. For those of you who are curious about working from home, at least how I work from home, even if I kind of missed a couple hours of it already. I am working right this second. I spend most of my day in my little office area here, which is also our guest bedroom, which is also our guest bedroom that is currently housing all kinds of camera gear because as you guys know, we love to do YouTube as well. So while I am working here at my computer, I thought I would tell you guys a little bit about what I do and kind of walk you guys through a typical day in my life with what I do. So I guess the biggest and most obvious question people are wondering and always ask is, what do you do? What do I actually do? Unfortunately, there's only so much I can say. I have had my job working from home for, I think, going on 3 years now, maybe a little bit more or a little bit less. I started out as a contractor for the same company, basically a freelance position. Basically worked my way up to where now I'm like an actual like salaried employee, which is kind of cool. And my job title is researcher, and what I specifically do is I spend my day looking up information about companies, about people, about positions, and specifically I do this research position for a company for the advertising world. I read a lot of ad age articles, I read a lot of PR Newswire, I read a lot of LinkedIn profiles, and on top of all of that research, I kind of do a lot of database admin work. I'm not actually going to say what company I work for, who I specifically do this for, because I work for a closed social platform for the advertising world. So to even join the website that I work for, you have to be a very certain kind of position. You have to have a LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile has to state who you work for, and the company you work for has to be qualified to even be on our website. So it's a very tight-knit community, and if I say who I work for, I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be like, ha, I can sneak in on her job and see what she actually does, but to be honest, I think 99.9% of you would not even qualify. So I guess that's kind of like the basics about my job. I do lots of research, I do database administration and management stuff, and I put information in our database so that other people can research it later. So anyway, it is currently about 11:20 in the morning. What I am probably gonna do is get lunch, and maybe within like an hour or so, I would think. I'm not really all that hungry right now, to be totally honest. Another question I get all the time is, how do I find a job like this? How do I find a job where I work from home? And to be completely honest, I think I got in this kind of industry at a really good time because I got this job originally through odesk.com, and Odesk is now upwork.com. At the time it was a really my headphones just fell. At the time it was a really good gig because people on Upwork were, I mean, like paying decent money, like maybe not like a huge amount of money, but it was something that I could use as an actual job instead of something that I could bring in, you know, oh, $2 a day or something like that. But the research I've done more recently seems to indicate that Upwork has kind of been bogged down by people in developing countries that are willing to charge literally pennies an hour to do jobs. So I think it's a little bit more challenging to find freelance work or contracting work through Upwork.com. That being said, there are definitely gigs on there that you might be qualified for and might actually pay you more. So I think it's definitely still worth looking at, but just be aware you might not be as successful finding work through those websites. Another option if you want to work from home is to work on your qualifications. For example, look at the skills that you have right now and how can you refine those skills a little bit more. Are you an artistic person? Could you do graphic design? Because graphic design is definitely something that you could do from home. There's lots of places that you can find graphic design gigs, so that could be an option for you. Are you a really good writer? Can you write really well? because there's definitely ways that you can make a good amount of money by writing from home, being a guest blogger on somebody else's website, or just pumping out lots of content for blogs to use. That's definitely a way that you can get paid. Even things like video editing or voiceover work or something like that in the creative field, somebody somewhere is willing to pay somebody who is qualified to get that job done. Sometimes that means you have to build up your portfolio a ton and you have to basically hustle and work for nothing for a little while just to build your portfolio, but that is completely possible if you have enough drive to do that. There's also a good amount of customer service positions that you can usually work from home. I know that Apple is one company that hires people to work at home positions if they're qualified to do those positions. I think Amazon does some of that stuff too, so those might be some positions that you might want to look into if you have that ability and have that option. And if you're qualified enough, if you have the degrees required, if you have the certifications required, a work from home position, even just a couple times a week, might be able to be negotiated in a regular job. If your work can be done from home, if you work on a computer all day long, it might be worth bringing up to your boss to negotiate a work from home position, even just a couple times a week. It's totally possible and your boss might be open to it, but it does depend on your specific job. It is 12:20 right now. It's technically lunchtime, but I am still like really not all that hungry. So I am just going to have an apple and some peanut butter. So let's see. I need to really use up these mushrooms too. Oh gosh, some of these apples are looking not so hot. Please tell me you're still good. I got my apples and peanut butter. I also made some lemon ginger tea. Oh, it smells amazing. I had some yesterday and it was like the best idea ever. While I eat this little snack, I'm gonna continue to work. This is a typical day in the life of me. Oh, I should also mention, I think you might have noticed it, but I actually use powdered peanut butter for this because you can mix it with water, which is what you're supposed to do to make it more peanut buttery. But I like it because you can kind of add a little bit more water than I think you typically would and make it kind of like a peanut butter sauce that you can like drizzle over all of it, and then, oh, and then you can dip the extra. It's so good. Okay, does anybody else do this? This is like my most comfortable way to sit at a desk with like my knees up. My feet are not on the ground at all. Like I just like to have my knees up and I'll like work like this. I don't know if anybody else does that, but this is seriously like the most comfortable way for me to work. And then like occasionally I'll just sit up like this and like work like this. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. It is 2 o'clock right now. Work is starting to wind down at this point. So usually right around this time, I'll do probably a half an hour of work done, and then I'll spend like 10 or 15 minutes cleaning up my house. And then I'll come back and I'll finish some more and I'll do like more cleaning of the house. So that's actually what I'm gonna do right about now because it desperately needs it. This is not okay. I hate a dirty kitchen. It literally makes me cringe. I also have been trying to drink a gallon of water every single day, and I've done really poorly today. As you can see, this isn't even opened yet. Now it's open. What'll usually happen is I'll go through kind of phases with drinking water. I'll be really, really good about it for like several months in a row where I drink lots of water, at least a gallon a day. But then I'll go through phases where like I drink like a glass or 2 a day and I feel fine. I've been actually feeling rather dehydrated lately, so I do want to make sure that I'm drinking a bit more. And so I usually carry, this is kind of extreme, but I usually try to carry like a gallon or like a 1.5 liter or liter size water bottle around with me. That way I'm constantly reminded that there's something there that I need to drink. This angle is being heavily used at this point, but I just made myself some soup. This is the vegetable dumpling soup. I think I've showed you guys like so many different times because it's so freaking good. And I'm going to film a recipe video on it. I already have planned on it. I just have to figure out like when I'm actually doing that, but it's literally so good and I keep eating it, so I'm finally hungry. It's like 3 o'clock and I'm finally eating like a late lunch. So I'm gonna eat this, and then actually Blake should be on his way home pretty soon, and he said he actually wanted to go to the gym with me. Work is pretty much done at this point. It's almost 3:30, so I would typically hop off from work right about 10 minutes or so. The work day doesn't actually end there because later in the evening, I will actually hop back on and do even more work. That is the typical schedule. I usually hop off for a little bit around 3 o'clock to go to the gym, come home, make dinner, eat dinner, and then I work some more. That is my typical schedule. And then after work, then I usually start editing videos. So that's kind of how my day typically goes, but sometimes it changes here and there too. Are you ready for the gym? Yeah, we're gonna go to the gym. Might record some stuff on my phone, but I have a feeling the gym is gonna be super busy, so we'll see. But let's do it. You excited? Yeah. How was your workout? Good. The quality on this is actually really good. Look at, they have cake, protein cake. What else is in here? Lots of Quest bars, and look at how good these salads look. Oh my god. We just got out of the gym. Like, what was the smoothie we got?
Banana cream pie with peanut butter in it.
Is it like the best thing ever? 6 o'clock. How was your workout?
Good.
You get done? You get lots of good work done?
I think so, especially for a first day back after a while.
Yeah. Gotta make it a habit, man.
Oh, I know.
It's the hardest part. Determination. Motivation will only get you so far. Determination
You just gotta
is how you really kill it. Gotta Nike it.
the crap out of it.
Yeah, just do it.
No, I'm not sponsored by Nike.
You sure? But Nike, if you want to pay us, I'd take it. Tomorrow for dinner, what are we having?
Salmon.
Tomorrow for dinner.
Oh, homemade pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard dinner. I was like salmon.
good call. But we need to get some stuff because we're out of some things. Yeah, because our potatoes had seen better days, and also we're having salmon tonight, and spuds go really well with salmon. Look at Little Potato Company. It's so cute. Are my dirty workout clothes pleasant to sit on? Like they are. Yeah, it's bedtime. All the creatures gotta leave because you're all bed hogs. Smush. Smush.
Go to bed.
Mommy, why? Go to bed.
Good girl.
You gotta wait till she's out of the room before you say anything else.
Going that way.
Go to bed. Good girl. Her bed is right outside our door. Alrighty guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye. Bye, Blake.
Bye.